Welcome back to Mad Bets, Yahoo Sports weekly gambling show. The NFL playoffs continue, and we are going to continue betting on every NFL game. Jared, how's it going, bud?
I'm hurt, man. Don't ask me how I feel, man. I put a lot of money on the Saints, and they was like, nope, we don't want to win a championship. I actually had money on them to win the Super Bowl, and they lost that from me early.
But you got the Chiefs too, right?
I got the Chiefs too, but I thought it was going to be the Saints and the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, so I put money on both of them, and I would just relax the whole Super Bowl, but dang, now the Chiefs.
0-4. It's okay, though, because we'll bounce back.
Oh, hold on. I was 0-4 last week. I was. But if you got on the Bills game, it was at 3 when you bet it, so you pushed, hopefully. Hopefully you pushed. I feel bad. I don't want to give people bad information.
You don't gotta feel bad about giving bad information. I'd say the only thing you should feel bad about is the fact that you actually bet on the Titans after you told everybody to pick the Patriots.
I took a money line, too. I thought about it. By the time the game came, I said, am I really going to feel good if I bet on the Patriots and they win this game? And I got to hear all the people, all the Patriots fans, like, we're the best team ever. There's never going to be a bad year for Patriots fans ever. And I'm just like, nah, let's go Titans money line.
Who do the Pats play this week? Oh, nobody.
Pats played offseason, and they're going to be playing against, is Brady going to stay there or not? And that's a tough game.
Well, the Pats can look forward to the offseason. We still have some games to talk about. We're going to break down all 4 of the big games this week. Starting off with the NFC, let's go with the Vikings +7 at the San Francisco 49ers. What way are you going on this one?
They touchdown dogs the last 2 games, man.
I know. Tell me you're taking the Vikings.
I bet against them last week, and they proved me wrong. So I got to double down and bet against them again, man. Let's go. 49ers, all right? I don't think NFC North teams have played well on the West Coast. I've seen the Vikings came out there and lost to Seattle. I think the 49ers got rest. They got some of the star players back. They got Quan Alexander-Tart back. Back when they had their healthy team, they were the #1 dominant run-stop defense in the NFL. And I feel like this week they're going to prove their dominance again. And Dalvin Cook looked bad that second half. So we're going to see if Kirk Cousins can go to San Francisco and toss touchdowns on one of the best defense. And I still think the 49ers got some tricks up their sleeve. You know, Kyle Shanahan, his boy draw them plays up, baby. He been drawing them plays up. So I'm going to take the 49ers to win this one pretty handily, but definitely by 7, at least.
Don't you think that the Vikings, though, seem to be clicking, and the 49ers who are coming off of a bye, it might take them a little bit to get going?
If you mean clicking, you mean winning in overtime by a push-off pass interference call.
It wasn't a push-off.
Oh,
get out of here.
I have my money on the Saints. I got cheated. We got cheated.
Football is too
I'm calling
soft.
my lawyer. We need to sue the NFL.
I think it's going to be a closer game. I'm not going to actually take a side on this one. I'm going to take the over because over 45.5. Both of these teams are going to be able to score. I think the Vikings right now, their offense, whether or not you agree, is clicking. They're going to throw up some touchdowns. And if it's even like 24-28, that's going to do it for you. So I'm taking the over.
Last week, all the unders hit. You go over this week, you just feeling the changes?
Well, 5 of the last 6 road games for Minnesota have went over, and 7 of the last 10 for San Francisco have went over. I think it's going to be one more. Sign me up.
All right, well, I hope it goes over because I need the 49ers to win by more than 7, so hopefully it's like 42-21. All
right, well, we can talk about this game a little bit more later, but let's move on to the other NFC game. The Seattle Seahawks +4 on the road against the Green Bay Packers. Who are you taking in that one?
Oh, this is the one where I think I'm going to open up the bank account now. I'm going to have to go to the ATM on this one. And I'm going to put a whole lot of cash on the Seattle Seahawks. I don't know why this line is -4. I think it'd be 2.5 at the most. I was like, dang, they're going to give us, and we're going to have to score a touchdown. And if they kick a field goal, we can push. Think about it. All right, these teams are very evenly matched, but I would say a wash at quarterback. I think Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers are about the same. I would give Seattle the benefit on receiving core. I think that DK Metcalf looked like every bit of the person we thought he was when we seen that picture of him looking all swollen in the offseason. But the real advantage right here is Pete Carroll versus Matt LaFleur. Matt LaFleur is a first-year coach. Playoffs are a whole nother beast. I think Pete Carroll has something for him. I think Aaron Rodgers, he's the quarterback and the coach for the Packers, and I think it's too much. All they really have going for him is home field. And Seattle is 8-1 on his last 9 road games. So I'm taking Seattle all the way here. That's my pick of the week.
I like it. Believe it or not, I like it. I'm a big Packers fan. You know me, I'm always backing Aaron Rodgers. But 4 points is a lot in this game, especially if it's going to be close. I don't know if they're going to win, but I like getting 4 points there. We can talk about the money line later, but I agree with what you're saying about them being a wash at quarterback. I think that Green Bay's running game, though, gives them a little bit of a step up in this one. So I think the Packers at home might get it done, but I'm too scared to lay 4 points in this one.
So you taking the Packers?
No, I'm going to take, if I had to take someone, I would take under 46.5.
Okay.
Because I think the public looks at this game, they see Russell Wilson, they see Aaron Rodgers, they think it's going to be a high-scoring matchup. It's going to be cold. It's going to be a very cold game. I can see it being close, tight game, so I'm going under 46.5.
Packers can't stop the run either, man. Packers can't stop the run. They do a good job sacking quarterbacks. They can sack non-mobile quarterbacks. Russell Wilson be like, what's a sack? And he'd be out there making plays. But we're going to see. But
It's
I like
hard to bet against Russell Wilson right now.
Oh, yeah. And DK
man
Metcalf, have you seen they fade route? If you try to man them up, DK Metcalf is like, yo, call me the next OBJ. I'm open.
Sure. But don't you think Devontae Adams, though, is enough to kind of
He hasn't even had a 1,000-yard season this year.
Yeah, but he's turning it on.
He's the only receiver I've ever seen have 2 seasons of 997 yards receiving in a season. No. And then after him, tell me, who's their guy? Lazard?
Yeah, Lazard's good.
Oh, Jimmy Graham is a former Cane, so I won't say anything bad about him. I love Jimmy Graham. But he's not the same Jimmy Graham he was in previous years. And so I just feel like Aaron Rodgers, and then Jadeveon Clowney finna be on him. He gonna be on Aaron Rodgers like, yo, give me your mustache.
And that's why I like
give
the
me your
under.
State Farm check.
That's why I like the under.
All right.
And the Seahawks have so many injuries that I think that their offense is at least gonna be slowed down a little bit. I bet you Seattle
Let's
ends
take
up
it.
winning.
How about this? If you're watching this and you like me and Gothard a lot, and we've been doing you good. I know you've been watching this. I want you to take Seattle and parlay it with the Packers in the Seattle under. All right?
Oh man, that puts a lot of pressure on us.
I mean, we got this, bro.
All right, we got this. Let's sidestep out of this game and we'll sidestep into the AFC. First game up on the AFC side is the Baltimore Ravens hosting the Tennessee Titans. Ravens laying 8.5 in this one. What are you thinking for this one?
Well, I think Vegas got it wrong.
Uh-oh.
8.5? I don't know if they've been watching the Titans, man, but the Titans have looked good. Now, get me wrong, Ravens have been amazing too, but overall, since Ryan Tannehill became the quarterback of the Titans, you know what the number 1 team with yards per play? Tennessee Titans. You know who's number 2? Baltimore Ravens. But I think 8.5 is way too much here. I almost think the Titans could win it outright, but I definitely think this is going to be a closer game than a touchdown. Baltimore has dominated a lot of teams, but I think the run game of Derrick Henry. In fact, I want to show you this picture. Pull this picture up of Derrick Henry and Mark Ingram. You see how big Derrick Henry is above Mark Ingram? That's how I feel about the Titans, baby. Put your money on the Titans, man. It's way too big of a spread.
Would you do the money line? You think they could actually win straight up?
Be honest with you, I did it against the Patriots. I do it against the Ravens. I like this Titans team.
This is a totally different environment, though. Because, I don't know if you saw, but, the winds are going to be, 15 miles per hour. So that's going to take a lot of Ryan Tannehill's game out. So they're going to be able to stack the box against Derrick Henry. I get scared for the Titans in this one.
Get out of it. Ryan Tannehill ain't no crazy, super accurate quarterback. He's just throwing it to wide open people because their play action game is good.
Okay, but you're playing a much better defense. I mean, Marcus Peters might get a pick 6. I am very scared of this Baltimore Ravens defense. That's why I'm going the under in this one. It's going to be cold. They're both going to try to run the ball the whole time. I know it sounds boring, but I'm betting a lot of unders in this week.
I know, and unders were good last week. You bet the over on the one I didn't like, though. But I just told you that stat about yards per play, man. Both these teams know how to get yards, man.
But
they know how to get
points. But they do it on the ground, so they're gonna just bleed that clock out. It's gonna be one of the quickest games in NFL history.
It's 7 yards per play, and the other one is 6.2.
Right.
It's gonna be first downs, man.
It's 5 yards. Get stuck for 3. Get another 5 yards.
All right, man. I hope you win. I hope the under hits because I got Titans +8, and if the under hit, then Titans probably
8 should be good.
Yeah.
8 should be good. Wouldn't it be really disappointing though if we're stuck with the Titans versus the Texans in the
AFC South, baby. Jaguars, man. That's the only reason they lost. They had the 2 best teams in the conference in their division.
Let's talk about that game. We got the Texans going on the road against the Chiefs. This one should be a good game. 2 really fun quarterbacks. You laying the points?
I just want to see where Mitchell Trubisky's watching this game. As he sees these 2 quarterbacks that are amazing that get drafted after him. He's like, oh, I hope they both do bad. 9.5 is a lot of points.
It is.
But if you're the Chiefs, you can put up a lot of points, and the Texans ain't showed it to me. I love Deshaun Watson. I think he's amazing, but let's be honest. They should have lost to the Bills. If Josh Allen ain't out there trying to pitch the ball to himself, I think the Bills should have won that game. It should have been Bills versus the Chiefs, and I want to know what that spread is. But since the Texans have been there, and they have won, but they did it with running the ball the first time. And I don't know if you watch, but the Chiefs over the last 5 games have been one of the best defenses against the run. The defense, Chiefs are my Super Bowl pick to win. I picked them to win the Super Bowl. They're playing hot and all. They're playing good defense, good special teams, and Pat Mahomes and Tyreek Hill and Sammy Watkins. It's just gonna go eat, man. Andy Reid, get you a championship so they can get off your back, man.
Andy Reid's the only thing I'm worried about. You feel like all the talent is there, but Andy Reid finds a way in the playoffs to lay these eggs. I don't think it'll be in this game. I think it'll be in the next round.
A broken clock is right twice a day, so I think Andy Reid is going to get 2 championships at some point in his career.
Okay. Hot takes coming.
Yeah.
Hot takes coming. I'll take the Chiefs, too. You think the Chiefs will be up by 5 or 6 for the whole game, kind of controlling it, and then in the fourth quarter you feel like they might get that second touchdown. I like it. 9.5 seems like a lot, but I think they want you to not bet on the Chiefs.
Is the Texans defense good enough to slow down the Chiefs?
No.
I think, and I remember the first time the game went, their game plan was like, we're not going to let Pat Mahomes have the ball. And they were literally trying to run the ball and get the time off the clock, and it worked for them because they ended up getting a late touchdown. But at the end of the day, I feel like Pat Mahomes, I would say Tyreek Hill. If you're doing DFS, load up Tyreek Hill on your DFS. I don't care how expensive he is. I think he's going to have a good game.